Today I'm going to show you guys how to achieve this simple everyday brown shimmery smoky eye look. Like I said, it is really simple. It only requires 4 eyeshadows and they're all from the same palette. To start off, I'm going to prime my lids using the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. Taking the Makeup Revolution New-Trals versus Neutral eyeshadow palette with an eyeshadow brush, I'm going to set the primer using the shade Cool. I am demonstrating to you here that you shouldn't put so much pressure on your lid with the brush. Just use light patting motions and spread the eyeshadow lightly all over your lid. You don't want to use so much pressure because your eyes are delicate. Although you're not directly touching your eyes, the pressure you put on your brush onto your lid can still harm your eyes. I'm going to use a dense synthetic blending brush to apply neutral into my crease. I'm showing you that you shouldn't put that much pressure and strength on your lids. Instead, use light and gentle back and forth motions. I am putting a lot of pressure and strength on my lids with the brush. You can see the difference when I use a heavy hand versus a light hand. Remember, your eyes are delicate, so always be gentle with the amount of pressure you use. Next, I'm going to use a flat, fluffy brush to apply custom all over my lids. I'm exaggerating a bit here, but I just want to show you the difference between using a lot of pressure versus using a light hand. You might get the same results of a heavy hand, but the damage you're doing to your eyes can harm them in the long run. So remember, light and gentle motions. As you can see, I am patting then spreading custom all over my lids. My crease is lower than my eye socket, so when I say crease, I actually mean my eye socket. Confusing, I know, but this is what I do to allow me to see the eyeshadows when I open my eyes. As you can see with this brush, it is slightly slanted and I applied custom earlier with the slanted side. I'm turning the brush to where the slanted part is pointing upwards. I'm going to use the tip of the brush to blend out custom and neutral together. Tip will make it blend easier and it will also prevent what's left on the brush to get into my crease. Going back in with a dense blending brush, I am blending out custom so that it fuses even more with neutral. I'm not adding any more neutral onto the brush. I'm just blending out the edges using back and forth motion. Using a flat synthetic eyeshadow brush, I'm going to apply Mode over Custom to give it the shimmery effect so Custom doesn't look so dark for an everyday look. Here, I'm showing you Custom and Mode by themselves, then how they look like with Mode over Custom. It gives off a sort of dual chrome effect with Custom as the base for Mode. Swiping Mode down onto my lid because patting it doesn't give it the same color payoff as swiping down does, due to the type of hair this brush has. dual fiber blending brush. Yeah, you see the hair sticking out? I attempted to pull it, but then I bent it, and then I was too lazy to cut it off, so I just left it. With this brush, I'm going to blend out the edges of neutral to soften up the look some more. Soft and gentle motions. Towards the outer third of my crease, I use circular motions because back and forth motion doesn't work as well with this brush because it isn't dense, but you don't want to use a dense brush too because it'll make it harsher rather than smoother. You can see the difference with a lot of pressure and delicate pressure. Then using a slightly smaller eyeshadow brush, I'm going to mix cool and bias together and apply that as my brow bone highlight. I'm also blending them down towards my crease to smooth out the edges even more. Now usually after I do my brow bone highlight, I will go back and add more color into my crease using the dense blending brush. But I like how it looks, so I'm going to leave it how it is for this look. Finish my left eye, I noticed that some parts of my brows are missing, so I wanted to point that out before I fill them back in. This is a reminder to always check your brows after you finish your eyes. You never know if they're still there or not. I'm going to curl my lashes and apply L'Oreal's Voluminous False Fiber Lashes Mascara in the waterproof formula on my top lashes. Then, using the flat, fluffy brush once again, I'm going to apply custom onto the outer 2/3 of my lash line and leaving the inner third for the inner corner highlight later. Using a dense blending brush again, I'm going to take neutral and blend out custom. You may think I'm using a lot of pressure here, but just like our lids, our under eyes are delicate, if not even more delicate, for they are more prone to creasing. So remember, soft and gentle motions. To further blend, I'm taking the big fluffy brush to blend both custom and neutral. I'm using circular motions on the outer portions and then back and forth motions to blend the rest of the lower lid. Never let me go. Using the flat synthetic brush and mode, I'm applying that only onto the center of my lower lids to give the effect of me having bigger eyes. This part is optional, but I have small eyes, so doing this will help make them bigger. To further open up my eyes, I'm taking Rimmel's Scandal Eyes eyeliner in nude to apply that onto my waterline. Here, I am showing you that you shouldn't pull down so hard, just lightly pull. I'm sacrificing myself for you, so don't do this and treat your lids with care. Since this is for an everyday look, I'm going to use the second pair of lashes that looks more natural. These specific ones I got from eBay. Then using a dense pencil brush in the shade Bias, I'm going to apply it onto the inner third as my inner corner highlight. the dense blending brush to blend everything together to make the eyeshadow look seamless. Remember, light and delicate motions. I forgot to mention earlier that after I apply the lashes, I apply the same mascara that I use on my upper lashes onto my bottom lashes.
I'm wide awake, wanna feel one last time, take my pain away.
So there you go. After my non-stop talking, we finally reached the end of this tutorial. I hoped I helped you with a thing or two, and I hoped you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.